You know the rhythm. The endless scroll, the brightly lit unboxing videos, the targeted ads promising that the next purchase, the next notification, the next dopamine hit will finally satisfy you. We are living in an engine designed to keep us constantly wanting. Then comes the drop. You buy the item. You finish the feed. And what follows is a dead silence, a gray emptiness that washes over the room the moment the screen goes dark. When that hollow feeling hits, we usually assume something is wrong with us. We think our psychology is flawed, or we haven't found the right career, or we just haven't bought the right product yet. We assume the emptiness is a mistake. In the 19th century, the German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer looked at that exact hollow feeling and concluded it wasn't a glitch at all. It is the intended design of human existence. What modern culture diagnoses as a personal psychological failure to be cured with more therapy and more spending, Schopenhauer diagnosed as the inescapable baseline of reality. We operate under a very specific assumption. We think happiness is a positive force. We treat it like money in a bank account, something you can accumulate and stack up. Under this logic, pain is just a lack of happiness. This animated diagram illustrates Schopenhauer's radical inversion of that idea. Here, the baseline of existence is 0. Notice that it's the red indicator representing pain and need that spikes up into positive territory. Pain is the only thing that makes its existence actively felt. It demands your attention. Now watch what happens when we get what we want. The indicator drops back down to 0. What we call pleasure isn't a positive addition to our lives. It is entirely negative. It is simply the temporary cancellation of a specific pain. Think about your own body. You don't notice your head until you have a severe headache. The pain is a very real, active presence. But when you take an aspirin and the headache goes away, you don't feel a surging, positive wave of head health. You just feel nothing. Because pleasure is just a neutralized lack. Getting exactly what we want creates an immediate problem. Once the pain of desiring something stops, we are dumped straight into the second great source of human suffering, boredom. Human life, then, is a deeply exhausting oscillation. We are trapped, bouncing continuously between the sharp, active pain of needing something and the crushing, heavy deadness of finally having it. Why would biology build a creature designed to be instantly dissatisfied by its own successes? Schopenhauer argued that the foundation of all existence is a blind, irrational striving force he called the will. The will doesn't care if you are happy, it only cares about perpetual motion. To keep things moving, the will forces life to feed upon itself. It ensures that existence is inherently tied to constant friction, hunger, and lack. If we were easily satisfied, the engine of life would stall. We haven't escaped this ancient biological drive. Our society has simply optimized it. Modern consumerism is a highly engineered system built to make the will's whoop function faster and smoother than ever before. Schopenhauer famously compared human existence to a heavy iron pendulum. We are violently thrown back and forth from the anxiety of craving on one side to paralyzing boredom on the other. Today, frictionless algorithms, instant one-click ordering, and endless content feeds have supercharged this cycle. We have literally built a machine that whips the pendulum back and forth at a blinding, aggressive speed. As long as we are serving the will, trying to consume our way to peace, we are caught in a state of constant becoming without ever truly being. The grim reality of the pendulum is that fulfilling your desires will never stop the swinging. Every satisfied wish immediately plants the seed of a new want. Schopenhauer believed that the only permanent answer was absolute asceticism, a total, monk-like denial of your own desires. But he also offered a more accessible loophole for everyday people. He found an escape hatch in high art and profound intellectual contemplation. It is a way to step completely outside of your own ego. When you observe something truly sublime, a powerful piece of music, a brilliant poem, a striking landscape, your intellect is briefly freed from its servitude to the will. In this elevated state, you stop striving. You stop wanting the world to give you something. You transform from an active, hungry participant into a pure, objective spectator of existence. When you stand before the sublime, you are no longer a consumer trying to fill a void. You are simply a witness. The internal relief of this experience is profound. For a few rare moments, the relentless engine of dopamine, anxiety, and desire entirely shuts down. We look for peace in endless motion, hoping the next purchase or the next milestone will finally be enough. But true peace doesn't come from keeping the pendulum moving. It arrives in those brief, quiet moments when the heavy iron finally rests still.